And good evening, all present here.
Distinguished guests, and all of you who have joined online. Namaskar, good evening. It's a moment of great pleasure for me to welcome you all on behalf of Embassy of India for today's Independence Day celebration. We will begin the program with the rendition of National Anthem of Bahrain, followed by the National Anthem of India. I request everyone to please stand for the National Anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
As you all know, this year we are celebrating 75 years of India's independence. Earlier this day, we had the flag hoisting ceremony at our embassy premises. We invite you to witness the glimpses of the flag hoisting ceremony.
Good morning everyone. Namaskar. Dear members of Indian community, friends of India in the Kingdom of Bahrain. आप सभी को भारत के 75वें स्वतंत्रता दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। First of all, on behalf of the embassy and my own personal behalf, I convey greetings and best wishes to all of you on the occasion of 75th Independence Day of India. I'll now read the address to the nation by Honorable Rashtrapati Ji Shri Ram Nath Kovind on the eve of India's 75th Independence Day. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, नमस्कार। देश विदेश में रहने वाले सभी भारतीयों को स्वाधीनता दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। यह दिन हम सभी के लिए अत्यंत हर्ष और उल्लास का दिन है। इस वर्ष के स्वाधीनता दिवस का विशेष महत्व है क्योंकि इसी वर्ष से हम सब अपनी आजादी की 75वीं वर्षगांठ के उपलक्ष्य में आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। इस ऐतिहासिक अवसर पर आप सभी को बहुत-बहुत बधाई। Dear fellow citizens, I extend my greetings especially to the members of armed forces who have guarded our freedom valiantly and gladly, making supreme sacrifice when necessary. I also extend my greetings to the members of Indian diaspora who have represented the motherland well wherever they have made home. मैं यह मंगल कामना करता हूं कि हमारे सभी देशवासी कोविड महामारी के प्रकोप से मुक्त हों तथा सुख और समृद्धि के मार्ग पर आगे बढ़ें। एक बार पुनः आप सभी को मेरी शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Freedom from fear is the freedom I claim for you, my motherland.
May I now invite His Excellency Mr. Piyush Srivastava, Ambassador of India to the Kingdom of Bahrain, to kindly address the virtual gathering.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, Excellency. Yes.
Your Excellency, Mr. Abdul Nabi Al Shola, former Minister and Member of Shura Council, Kingdom of Bahrain, Mr. KG Babu Rajan, Chairman and Managing Director, BKG Holdings and Pravasi Bharati Samman awardee this year, Presidents of Indian Associations, Indian and Bahraini dignitaries, dear members of Indian community, friends of India who have joined online. Namaskar, Masaul Khair, and good evening to all of you. I welcome you all for joining us in celebrating the 75th Independence Day of India. Let me first of all convey my best wishes and greetings to all of you on this joyous occasion. It is my honor to mark this historic occasion in the Kingdom of Bahrain, with which we share civilizational connect. This year assumes a special significance as our two countries celebrate 50 years of establishment of diplomatic relations. Our relations, rooted in history and close trade, cultural and people-to-people interaction over centuries, have grown and diversified in recent years. It is a special occasion to reaffirm our commitment to further strengthen our bonds of friendship and cooperation between India and Kingdom of Bahrain. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is the nationwide festival of glorious history, culture and achievements of 75 years of progressive India. It is time to salute our freedom fighters and founding fathers of our modern nation and to rededicate ourselves to the service of our great nation. As Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi said at the launch of Amrit Mahotsav, and I quote, "During Amrit Mahotsav, the country will not only remember every important moment of its freedom movement, but will also move ahead with the new energy to build the future." India's tremendous strides in its journey of 75 years after independence is there for all to see. As a democratic polity, pluralistic society, innovative economy, and a culture of unmatched diversity, our role and contribution have a real weight and value in the international arena. This was evident in India's global response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Right from the beginning of the pandemic, all our constraints, we have tried to share as much as possible with the world. Distinguished guests, after successfully handling the first wave of COVID-19 pandemic, due to the new variants and other unexpected factors, we suffered from a terrible second wave. It was our collective determination to overcome the challenge and tireless efforts of our corona warriors, doctors, nurses, and health workers, administrators, and others that helped us see weakening of the second wave. The second wave brought our public health infrastructure under stress. The reality is that no infrastructure, even of advanced economies, could withstand a crisis of such enormous proportions. Efforts were made on war footing to plug the gaps. The leadership rose to the challenge, and the government's endeavors were supplemented by initiatives of states, private sector, healthcare facilities, civil society, and others. In this extraordinary mission, foreign nations shared the essentials generously, just as India did reach out to many nations with medicine, equipment, and vaccines. We are grateful to the global fraternity, including Kingdom of Bahrain, that came forward with a helping hand. Due to these efforts, India now has recovered from this severe second wave. Government of India has embarked on an aggressive vaccination drive, which is the largest on earth. As on date, over 520 million, I think this speech we have made a couple of days ago, so I think this number has now reaching close to 550 million. People have already got vaccine doses. The daily COVID infection rate has drastically reduced to around 40,000, with a significantly improved recovery rate of over 97%. On post-COVID economic recovery front, the Atmanirbhar Bharat or Self-Reliant India program is leading India to become a pivotal partner in global supply and value chain. Our recent economic and structural reforms, as well as infrastructure and connectivity enhancement, have opened up opportunities for greater trade and economic engagement between India and the world. Resilience of Indian economy and the confidence of investors in India has been reflected from the fact that India received an overwhelming $64 billion FDI in the pandemic year 2020, which is the fifth largest FDI in Oh, sorry, I thought there was some disruption. Am I visible?
We couldn't hear you, Excellency. Now we can hear you.
Oh, since when?
The FDIs from the FDI part.
Oh, no. I am actually, yeah, I think that was momentary lapse. Yeah. Friends, over the past 1 year, the global community has seen major disruption due to COVID-19 pandemic. We still continue to grapple with this. Our two countries have had excellent collaboration and cooperation in dealing with this pandemic. Bahrain is among the most successful countries in dealing with this pandemic. Kingdom's care of Indian diaspora, including providing free vaccination at par with its citizens, is praiseworthy. I take this opportunity to express our gratitude to His Majesty the King, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, and the Government of Bahrain for the same. I take this opportunity to also mention the important role that the vibrant and dynamic Indian community in Bahrain plays in furthering our bilateral relations and the existing goodwill between our two countries. Excellency, distinguished guests, I see a bright future ahead for our two countries and trajectory of our bilateral relations. Several measures taken by both governments for post-COVID economic recovery have opened up opportunities for further collaboration in sectors such as health and pharmaceutical, IT, fintech, education, tourism, food security, and renewable energy. I once again thank all of you for your presence. Particularly, I would like to thank His Excellency Mr. Abdul Nabi Shola, a great friend of India, for taking time out of his busy schedule and gracing the occasion. भारत के 75वें स्वतंत्रता दिवस की आप सभी को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। जय हिंद। तहिया अल सदाका अल हिंदिया अल बहरीनिया। Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Our guest of honor today is Mr. K.G. Baburajan, Chairman and General Manager of BKG Holding, an engineer by profession and Pravasi Bharatiya Samman Awardee 2021. He was instrumental during the construction of the prestigious 25 kilometers long Saudi Arabia to Bahrain Causeway. May I now invite Mr. Baburajan to speak a few words.
Baburajan sir, we are not able to hear you.
Mr. Baburajan, can you unmute yourself? We are not able to hear you. Mr. Baburajan, we are not able to hear you. Can you, sir, unmute yourself? We are not able to hear you.
Good evening and wish a very happy Independence Day to one and all present at this virtual platform. First and foremost, I thank His Excellency Piyush Srivastava, our ambassador to Bahrain, for inviting me as the guest of honor and to speak a few words on this happy occasion with His Excellency Abdul Nabi Al Sholeh, former Labour Minister, Kingdom of Bahrain. The theme of this event is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, that was initiated by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. 12th March 1930 is the date when Gandhiji launched the historic civil disobedience movement in India with the iconic Dandy Salt March. The 24th day, from March 12th to April 5th. 91 years later, on March 12th, 2021, as the world's biggest free democratic nation proudly takes confident steps towards all-round development, our Honorable Prime Minister flagged Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav at a 75 weeks festival to commemorate our 75th anniversary of independence. The Mahotsav commences with a Padayatra from Sabarmati to Danji, over 25 days retracing the footsteps of Bapu during the historic Salt March, which is a befitting celebration of India's hard-earned independence and marks a unique way of mapping the nation's eventful journey since independence. I take special pride in reminding you that we celebrate this day in glorious memory of all those countless martyrs and freedom fighters who braved the darkness and fought so that we all may wake up to a new dawn, greener pasture, and a fresh breeze of freedom, an air that no longer smelled of captivity, slavery, injustice, and oppression. We were the privileged lot to have been born in free India. We were able to breathe the fresh, free air since our birth. If at all we want to know the pangs of agony of being slave under a foreign rule, we must ask our elders who were born before 1947. We must not allow those hard times and struggles fade away from our memories. While we honor our stalwarts who made the ultimate sacrifice to ensure our freedom, we should also pause to reflect on what this freedom means to us. It is not enough to feel proud over what renowned Indians did earlier. What is more important is we repay even the midst of celebrating our Independence Day with pride and honor. Many things haunt us. Occupying the current affairs center stage are several words that we have been hearing time and again over the past. Overpopulation, corruption, illiteracy, poverty, malnutrition, terrorism, etc. It is often quoted that with great power comes great responsibilities. This is a quote that I genuinely believe and I fully endorse. Countless people throughout history have been shown to become corrupted as a result of tremendous power, without any sense of responsibility or accountability. Napoleon and Hitler, to mention few, this list is long and ongoing. Reminiscing the values and principles that our governed nation continually elevates our dignity and esteem. This is also perhaps necessary as India rediscovers herself. This is an opportunity to augment on the value system. This is a wake-up call that we need to come together to bloom into a nation of harmony, peace, and development by building a legacy that is free from pride, prejudice, persecution, and pessimism. We may come from different states, regions. We may speak different languages. We may belong to different communities. But the overriding factor is that we are all Indians. We believe in the liberty of the individual, the peaceful coexistence of communities. For India to become more prosperous, healthier, and stronger, it is very important that the people of India, especially the youth, to adopt a responsible, compassionate, and healthy lifestyle, giving due importance to our basic human qualities. Everyone should strive to promote social coexistence, eradicate all forms of corruption and other evils like poverty, illiteracy, corruption, and other social discriminations, gender discrimination as well. Each and every citizen of India, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion, language, culture, region, or social status, should have access to good education, health, housing, employment, and nutrition. We must be self-reliant in all areas. We should draw inspiration from the past and work jointly to meet all the challenges that we are facing currently with single-minded devotion, courage, determination, and confidence. Especially as NRIs, we owe that sense of responsibility to the fellow Indians here and to our homeland. NRIs are often misjudged as the kind of people who think India is a third world country, which is confined to those once in a few years visit to the country for the sake of completing the formalities of meeting their loved ones. Such people think that for us, India is a chaotic, unsanitary, polluted place where we cannot live. However, this is not the case. Many NRIs love their place and they would prefer to go back to their country and settle at their place of choice. They enroll their children in Indian schools and colleges to instill in them Indian culture and values that they will cherish to the rest of their life. As NRIs, we play a very crucial role in contributing to the Indian economy. According to World Bank figures, in 2020, India has continued its position as the top receiver of remittance with around $83 billion, mainly from UAE and USA. If you talk about Bahrain in particular, India's export and import with the Bahrain amount to approximately $900 million. Bahrain has been a favorite country for Indians to work as expatriates due to its citizens' friendly, tolerant, impartial nature. Presently, approximately 350,000 Indian nationals work in Bahrain. The Indian expatriates in Bahrain commonly enjoys a massive support from the rulers of Bahrain without any discrimination based on nationality, religion, gender, or culture. The Indian expatriate community prefer in many ways to employ Indians when compared to their counterparts from other Asian countries. The main reason for this include the trust factor, strong work ethics, and the apolitical orientation of the Indian expats. For me, it is simple. If you have the ability to do something, do it for the benefit of others. Highly admired personalities like Gandhiji and Nelson Mandela acted in accordance with the spirit of this message. If you can stop something that is detrimental to the society, stop it. Let us remember, as we celebrate our Independence Day, that India beckons each and every one of us to build our nation. Let us vow our commitment, patriotism, and dedication to our mother India. Let me conclude quoting the words of Mahatma Gandhiji. Freedom is never dear at any price. It is the birth of life. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Babu Rajan. for sharing your thoughts with us today. Moving further, let's watch a short video clip on Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
भारत के पास तो गर्व करने के लिए अथाह भंडार है, समृद्ध इतिहास है, चेतनामय सांस्कृतिक विरासत है। इसलिए आजादी के 75 एक अमृत की तरह वर्तमान पीढ़ी प्राप्त होगा कि आजादी के 75 साल का अवसर कितना ऐतिहासिक है, कितना गौरवशाली है। इस पर्व में शाश्वत भारत की परंपरा भी है, स्वाधीनता संग्राम की परछाई भी है और आजाद भारत के गौरवान्वित करने वाली प्रगति भी है। आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव यानी आजादी की ऊर्जा का अमृत। आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव यानी स्वाधीनता सेनानियों से प्रेरणाओं का अमृत। आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव यानी नए विचारों का अमृत, नए संकल्पों का अमृत। आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव यानी आत्मनिर्भरता का अमृत। और इसलिए ये महोत्सव राष्ट्र के जागरण का महोत्सव है। ये महोत्सव सुराज्य के सपने को पूरा करने का महोत्सव है। ये महोत्सव वैश्विक शांति का विकास का महोत्सव है। फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल आइडियाज एट 75, achievements at 75, actions at 75 or resolve at 75.
Our chief guest of today's event, His Excellency Mr. Abdul Nabi Al-Shuaila, is the former Minister of Labour and Social Affairs. He was a member of Shura Council and is the founder chairman of Bahrain India Society. Mr. Al-Shuaila is a Gandhian scholar and has authored a book on Mahatma Gandhi. He is an Indian University alumnus. It's my pleasure to welcome His Excellency Mr. Abdul Nabi Al-Shuaila today. Excellency, may I kindly request you to share your views.
Thank you very much. I hope I can be heard. Is that okay? Is my voice there? Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much for your kind introduction. My dear friend, His Excellency Piyush Srivastava, the Ambassador of the Republic of India to the Kingdom of Bahrain, the guest of honor, Mr. K.G. Baburajan, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful day and what a wonderful occasion. And many thanks indeed for giving me the opportunity, privilege, and the honor to join you today and share with you your joy and your pride of this day. And the Indian people obtained their independence and their freedom, ending almost 200 years of British rule. This is also an occasion to recall the glorious days of the struggle of the Indian people for their freedom, and also to remember and to commemorate the millions of India's freedom fighters and those who made huge sacrifices, and also those who were ready and who gave their lives as a price for the independence of their country. Indian long struggle for freedom and independence gained strength and momentum when it came under the charismatic leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, who introduced peaceful and non-violent methods fighting British colonialism or the British Raj. Gandhi told the Indian people, freedom is never dear at any price. It is the breath of life. What would a man not pay for his life? I think Mr. Baburajan also referred to the same famous and a saying which is engraved not only in the hearts of the Indians, but also in the heart of every freedom-loving person. With non-violence, Gandhi obtained independence for India. He snatched the jewel of India from the powerful British crown. We in Bahrain, and in fact the whole world, were looking at India and the Indian freedom fighters with a great sense of sympathy and admiration. And we in Bahrain, and again the whole world, were thrilled with happiness and with joy when India became independent on this day and date 75 years ago. The Indians also deserve appreciation for being able immediately and on this day and date 75 years ago to build a nation which became the largest and more vibrant democracy in the world after going through the pain and agony of civil war and partition. In this context, or in this point, or in this context, we should not forget that the father of the nation and the leader of the independence struggle, Mahatma Gandhi, was not present at the celebrations of the country's first Independence Day, this day, and this date 75 years ago, as he was at a hunger strike that was conducted to hinder the communal killings that were triggered due to the partition. The glorious Indian story and the struggle did not end in the happy day of 15th August 1947. In fact, that day marked the beginning of a new struggle, which resulted today in seeing India standing with a pride as a powerful, economy successful, progressive, and prosperous democratic nation. We in Bahrain are very proud of our close, cordial friendly and growing relations with India. Among the many common things that we have together that bind us with India is the joyful coincidence of sharing with India the day of our independence. We also gained our independence on 15th of August 1971, 24 years after India gained its independence. We know that we share values together, and that we know that we have to learn a lot from India, who had greater experience of being an independent nation, growing and developing. Let me conclude by congratulating you on your Independence Day and wish India and its people continued progress and prosperity. Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. Jai Hind, and long live the friendly relationship between our two countries. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency, for your kind and inspiring message. May I now request Mr. Ijaz Aslam, Third Secretary, Embassy of India, to please deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Sandhya. Good evening, Excellencies, distinguished guests, and all of you who have joined online for the 75th Independence Day celebrations of our embassy. On behalf of the Embassy of India, I would like to express our deep sense of gratitude to our chief guest and the friend of India, His Excellency Mr. Abdul Nabi Al Shawala, former Labour Minister and Shura Council member of the Kingdom of Bahrain. Thank you for reminding us of Mahatma Gandhiji's movement and the relevance of Gandhiji's non-violent movement across the world. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our guest of honor, Mr. K.G. Baburajan, Pravasi Bharati Samman awardee of this year, for participating in this event despite his busy schedule and for sketching the great freedom that we enjoy because of the sacrifices of our forefathers and how the perspective of NRIs towards India has changed for the better. We are truly delighted with your presence today. Special thanks also goes to all the distinguished guests from Indian associations, business communities, PSUs, representatives of media houses and Indian schools for participating in this. I would also like to thank all of you who have joined us through live stream and have been a part of this celebration, not just for this event, but also for the morning event. It's been a great pleasure. As the ambassador said, our celebrations will continue for more than a year with a series of events lined up in partnership with different associations and Bahraini organizations. We look forward to similar cooperation and support in all the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav events in the future and making it a grand success. Thank you all. Thank you from the Embassy.
Thank you, Ijaz sir. Thanks to all of you for joining through digital means and being a part of this celebration. Thank you, everyone. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you all.
Thank you. I'm sure look forward to seeing all of you in physical form very soon and maybe further occasions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We too look forward to meeting you.